I was so inspired by the song Stranger by Dimash that, particularly one line, I thought I have to speak about this, I have to talk about it. And I'd also been asked to do a stream of consciousness video. So this is me gushing about this one particular line in the song and getting all excited about people being creative, making me want to go and do creative stuff. Enjoy. Bye. I've just heard this line from a Dimash song called Stranger, New Chance to Know Who I Am. And I was just... Sometimes when you hear words, it just makes you want to, I don't know, gush and talk about it a little bit. So I'm going to... I don't know what this is. I haven't put pen to paper. I normally draw about things, first of all. But I really wanted to talk about this new chance to know who I am. This for me is creativity, and you make something and it reveals something about yourself that you didn't know, especially some of the things that I've been doing about improvisation. And obviously I do this with the cartoons more than anything. And then I've just been hearing about an artist called Asaf Avidan, and he embraces some of the improvisation and the imperfect nature, and he chooses particular environments to record, and that changes the acoustics, and he does a one take and see what happens. And as I say, for me, for the cartoons, it's improvising. I have particular words that I think there's something special and I want to explore, and then I draw something and each one feeds the other, but all the time I'm getting to know who I am. Oh gosh, this sounds strange. This is the creative journey. This is the pleasure of making something, is that you kind of surprise yourself. When I first started drawing, I was like, I was surprised that I was making myself laugh. I was surprised that there was a sense of humour, because that's not something people would say about me typically. And say, I look back on the cartoons now and they still make me smile and make me giggle. And it's strange to think, oh, that idea came from me. And I didn't know that was there until it was expressed and out on the paper. There's another channel that I've been following who's a reaction channel, Fana Music, and he was saying about the importance of improvisation and playing an instrument and feeling the vibrations come through you. And it doesn't have to be an end point and a goal. And I know for me, looking at YouTube, there's been a lot of pressure about, from nobody in particular, just experts on YouTube, about this is the way you're supposed to do it. You have a goal in mind and each step is calculated towards that goal. And I struggled with that, because when I was doing the videos, like, I don't know what the goal is, but I think it is this. It's a new chance to know who I am. And that's the goal. It's like, it's the love of creativity and self-expression. And that's the world that I want to explore and share with you, rather than being, this is going to sound awful, rather than the successful, correct way to do it. I completely understand that it's the correct way to do it is that you have a video, you have a title, you package it, you attract what you feel is the right people, and then you get them to take the next step, and then the next step, and then maybe they buy from you. I was like, that's not what lights me up. What lights me up is that who's going to come into my world? Who's going to be interested in this? And then we can talk about shared ideas. And I'm figuring out these new things about me. What's happened is that as I've made some of these videos, the people that have hung around and stayed with me, they've shared different things. They've shared different musical artists. They've shared different films. They've shared, say, documentaries. They've shared so much with me. They've shared their story, but they've also said, hey, and you might like this, and you might like that. And it's like, I like hanging out with these people. And ultimately, in terms of the things that I create, the books that I write and the things that I draw, they may not be my ideal customer. And I felt like, I felt confused about that. It's like, well, maybe it's more important for me to find my people. I knew that. And then what do I do with this other side of things? Is that I am writing books, I am creating things, and yet surely the correct way to do this is to reach out and find people who have the particular problems. It's like, no, the fun bit is that I'm hanging out with these people, and I'm my world is so much richer with the music and the different influences that people are sharing with me, and the things that I'm finding out about myself. And it's like, what if I create my world, and people who want to hang out and learn and think about this and discover ways of expressing themselves, they come. And maybe they're the same people that have the particular problems that I write about in the books. Maybe. But maybe not. Maybe it's a case of they have other friends, and when their other friend says, oh yeah, I keep having mind blocks and I can't get the words out, they say, oh, I know somebody that's written about that. Rather than seeing them as a target of a customer, seeing them as, I don't know, as it sounds awful. It's like, it sounds so cheesy. As a friend, as somebody that's voluntarily come into my world, and I don't know how to express all of this. It's this. I want you to know that this new chance to know who I am kind of gets to the heart of what I'm doing. Is a new chance for me to know who I am, a new chance for you to be discovering and us both expressing things and growing and enjoying that, rather than, oh, there's a target and there's an end point, and at some point I'm going to ask you to buy, and if you don't buy, you're going to feel like a bad person. It's like, no, this is the world. This is the world. This is oh, what a lovely line. New chance to know who I am. I talked a little bit on the Dimash about Frida Kahlo as well, and she was saying about herself as a muse and that she's exploring. I want you to know, though, that this, although I'm learning new things about myself, it's the sharing part is new for me. The sharing and having your feedback, and then you telling me things, and then the whole thing kind of growing. That's new, because previously I think I was trying to fit things together too much and say, well, how will this work? And what are the experts saying? Rather than, I want to express myself, is finding new ways all the time to express myself. And I hadn't realized how much fun it would be to move beyond the express myself and keep that to myself, but actually express myself and reach out to people and to share that on video. So thank you for coming into this world and sharing who you are too. It's just been that side of things. It's just been a blast. We know there's other side of things about YouTube and creating, and my own inner conflict and doubts that I share with you on the videos and in the cartoons. But I want you to know that the self-expression part of it, and especially when I try something new, and when somebody reaches out to me and saying, oh, you've inspired me to try something new too, the best part, hands down, the best part. Bye.